All right, guys, I'm here with Ivan Hawthorne. He's the guy that has invented all these different deer feeds over the year. He's the ground pound that we sell, that you've seen such great results with, Bill's Big Buck Crunch. But now you've got something else in your mind. Everybody's concerned with growing big antlers. You know, we've got all these sheds here. Most of them are little dink deer that have a lot of potential, but they're just not reaching their potential. We all know that it's age and nutrition and genetics, but you've come up with a system that's going to make these deer reach their full potential.
We're leaning to believe that nutrition is more important now than it's ever been, Bill. So you have nutrient efficient feeds, minerals, etc., or you have nutrient deficient. You also have that in the soils and the plant and the vegetation that these deer are eating. So we're finding out through adding the proper nutrition and supplementation that these deer can grow big antlers. That a lot of these here, they're just, we call them spindly horn, less than impressive bucks that you're going to see on your property, given the age and maturity, and they're just not developing. Well, you first got to realize what an antler is. An antler is devised of basically three compounds: protein, phosphorus, and calcium. All right, we call it the brick and mortar method. The calcium is definitely going to be the brick. The mortar is the phosphorus. Okay, if you have calcium and protein, and a lot of people know this, they're trying to put the protein pellets, the processed pellets we call them. They're trying to put the protein and the calcium in the animal, but they're not properly supporting it with the bioavailable phosphorus. The phosphorus is the mortar. If you stack bricks just so high and you don't put any mortar, naturally you're going to have it's going to cavitate. You're going to fall. It's going to fall. So the phosphorus is definitely the mortar to hold the bricks up, and that's what happens in these animals' body when they get proper nutrition. Calcium, phosphorus, and the protein is the trucker of the nutrients. It delivers them. It will deposit in bone and antlers and even body weight, and we're seeing this.
Well, also, our deer, we all know or believe that our deer have a lot more potential than what we're getting out of them out there. When I was a kid, if you saw a 6-point that scored 80 inches, that was a big deer. Well, we got our deer numbers down so they can get the better food out there for them. It's left naturally, and antlers have grown. You had antlers like this 20 years ago, you'd really have something. But now it's time to step it up again.
Absolutely. Genetics hasn't changed, people. It is strictly age and nutrition. Now, that's the part of the management that we're trying to address today. We can't do anything about the age. You have to do that on your own. As far as the nutrition, we can supplement the nutrients that these animals in our particular area, North Louisiana, Mississippi Delta region, we can help these animals grow to their potential with some new technology and research that's actually not so new, but newly discovered.
Deer season's a few months away, but it's time now to get your deer fed up. So we got 2 new products. We got the Bragg'n Bucks and the Bragg'n Bones. Bones is the minerals that you put out. Mm-hmm. Tell me what's in this product.
Okay, the Bragg'n Bucks is roasted soybeans and cold yellow peas. Both of these are super impressive, off the charts. Roasted soybeans about 40% protein. The peas are about 25% protein. Not only that, they're in the 80s, 86%, 85, 86% TDN on the
total to digestible nutrition. That's what's important.
When you look at these processed protein pellets, they look really good on the bag, but you find out later, you may have to call the company, but they're 64% digestible is what we find out is average. So when you do that math, you're getting about 11, 12% protein in an animal. You need to maximize that 16% protein level that the biologists recommend.
I've got it at our place. There's a ton of bears there. There's a ton of coons. I've yet to get a picture of a coon or a bear eating on this stuff. They'll come by, you may get one picture of them, but they're not feeding on it like they do the corn or the other feeds that are out there. So if you got bears or coons, this is a good product to put out there. But tell us why this is better than all the other pelletized feeds, corn, all those other things that are out there.
Okay, what we're focusing on is raw nutrition here. The soybean is off the charts. You can do some of your own studies. We have roasted soybeans, which are much more digestible. We're getting rid of the toxins and the trypsin so that the animal can digest it without having to battle through the digestion process. So we roasted the soybeans. That also raises the protein level up around 40%. Now, deer can only absorb around 16%. The problem with that is, with the modern pelletized feeds, is that they're boasting of around 18 to 20%, but they only have a 64% average TDN, total digestion. Right. When you do the math, they're only getting about 11 to 12% of that protein that's digestible.
The rest of it's going out the back end of the
deer. The rest of it's going out in the patio. Right. We'll be discreet there. Okay, the roasted soybeans and the peas is the best combination to deliver everything that the animal needs, from protein to the minerals that grow the antlers and the bones, to support the immune system. Bill, it's just a natural feed that their body knows what to do with.
One other thing that we were discussing earlier before we got on camera is that they like this as much a lot of times as they do acorns. Everybody says once the acorns start falling, the deer pull off of their corn and other things. Once they get used to this and get to eating it, it's going to be a year-round feed. You can keep the nutrition out there year-round, which is very important.
Exactly.
You know, the deer are starting to grow their antlers now. They're just shedding, but when they start shedding, a new antler starts growing behind it. So it's time to get these products out there. Okay, so that's the feed part of it. Now this is the mineral part of it. This is the cat's meow that's going to make it grow.
Cat's meow. All right, this is the new Bragg'n Bones mineral. It's very, very palatable, number one. This product right here has been shown to be palatable. Wherever we put it, the deer go to eating it, they'll eat it unusually early. Now, this is February, and we have several sites out now. I'd say at least 20 sites in a real local area over here. And we have these covert cameras that TP Outdoor sells. That it's very convenient, very convenient. Comes to your phone, you can watch these animals. They're eating this stuff right off the bat. Now, getting to the Bragg'n Bones. This is the only product that we know that is 100% chelated, 100% water soluble, 100% digestible in the rumen, in the first stomach of the animal, of the deer. And they can utilize everything they need in nutrients. And we have all the minerals and vitamins. There's so many. I'm not going to try to name them all because it's on the label. But the main three, there again, we have a protein source here in our mineral. A lot of minerals don't have any protein. We also have the proper amounts, you know, at least 2 times the calcium and the phosphorus. That's the brick and mortar that we've referred to earlier. The calcium can run up in the antlers. If it does not have a phosphorus supply, it will fall out. So we're causing that antler to grow with this formula right here, like anything we've ever seen. So, Bill, it's just a fantastic formula.
You know, one other thing that a lot of people don't realize is that most of your mineral blocks and stuff are mostly salt. So you're paying a price for salt that's really not doing good. It is something to attract them to them. This product only has 10% salt.
This product is only made with 10% salt. The reason we feel like that competitive products use a lot of salt is because salt's the cheapest thing we can purchase. I mean, salt is an attractant. We understand all that, but the needs for salt in deer, and actually does that are pregnant and carrying fawns, they actually need twice the salt as a buck deer does, and we're addressing 10% salt will deliver even the does that are in pregnancy with ample salt. And the salt does create cravings, so we do use the salt for that reason.
Then you got a couple other products in there, and one is going to help with the ticks and insects and the gnats, and it just makes you a healthier deer. If the deer's not stressed by all these internal parasites and external parasites, all those are pulling nutrients out of his body that if they're pulling them out, he's not getting any use out of them. So if you can clean all that up, get it all going, you got the perfect product there. I mean, I know you spend a lot of time, and I want to congratulate you, and I can't wait to see. You know, I've got some pictures of some deer that look similar to this right now. I can't wait to see their horns start growing this year to see what it does.
You'll be proud. In June and July, you'll be jumping up and down and wish you'd had more of it out. But I encourage you to try.
Another thing is a lot of people think maybe it's too late, or it's never too late until the end of July or August. I mean, you can hit a deer's antler at any time and increase. Yes, it's better to start in February or March, but you can start in April or May and still make a difference in your horn development.
Right. Hey, feed your deer, grow your deer, keep your deer. That's my concept. You don't start feeding your own child before the game day and you expect him to be an athlete. You give him the nutrients that he needs all the way up until that time, and that's what happens. What we found in studies is that minerals are deposited in the deer's skeletal system and also in the bloodstream. So you need those nutrients and those minerals going into that deer 365, in my opinion. And a lot of these deer growers that are producing more majestic animals, they're realizing that too. They're seeing a lot healthier animal, less disease, beefier, heavier weights, heavier racks, all of the above. But actually, you need these nutrients going in 365, and also it'll keep them on your property, keep them from wandering off because they don't have the nutrients that they need other than in hunting season. So we're not just trying to draw in deer so you can hunt them and harvest them. We're actually wanting to raise deer to their maximum potential here, and that's what we're doing.
Healthy deer is a happy hunter.
Happy hunter. There you go. That's a good one. I like that.